everyone, and welcome to Pass the Mic. Yes, this amazing woman, artist, just phenomenal spirit.
Go on.
Amy Steinberg. I knew I had it.
My name?
No, I knew it. I didn't want to mess it up, to tell you the truth. I didn't know if it was Steinberg or Steinbridge.
Steinbridge?
Yeah. Is there such a thing? Amy, what's our song today?
So Rich.
So
This is coming out of my new CD.
What?
Yes, my new CD is gonna be dropping.
Go drop it. So you have to come back to the show so you can let everybody know. I love it.
100%.
Kick it.
So rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich we are. Sing it with me.
So rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich we are.
Grat-tat, attitude spilling on my veins, digging on the decadence, goodness reigns. Queen bee being on the throne of ease, rich with infinite potentialities. We think money has value. Listen, it's paper, metal, electronic transmission. You get what you give. We are unique, we breathe. Cannot just give, cannot just receive. Law of circulation, money secondary. You have an essence only you can carry. As I advance on my journey, I see there is a power for good and it can use me.
Woo! That's Amy Steinberg, y'all. Y'all hear what I'm saying? Amy Steinberg. Ain't no
Amy
bridge.
Steinbridge.
You know, Steinbridge up in here. Amy, that's awesome.
Thank you.
So that's on your new CD.
Yes.
And what is your CD called?
Shine, be glorious.
Shine, be glorious. Doesn't
Yes.
that feel good? Now we're gonna have the links to all of Amy's stuff, YouTube, iTunes, so you can buy.
Yes,
because
ma'am.
that's what we love to do, support amazing artists.
Yeah.
And you are that.
Because we're rich.
We're so rich.
rich.
I just love that. So rich. Doesn't that feel good?
And the chorus of that is dripping in joy, dripping in peace,
joy,
dripping in love. So the real value is the spiritual principle that we have, that we're rich in. Because money is energy.
It is
energy. You know,
Yeah,
it's not.
it is.
That's not the riches that I'm speaking of, but that's great too.
Yeah,
Physical,
yeah, absolutely.
material
absolutely.
abundance is wonderful too.
Did you write that yourself?
Yes.
Wow, songwriter Amy Steinberg.
Yes, ma'am.
Now I met Amy. I guess it's been almost a year now.
Is that all?
That's all.
Oh my
Now
God.
I'd heard of this phenomenal
I feel like I've
woman.
known you forever.
Oh, she was on the East Coast. I was on the West Coast.
Yeah.
They were like, she's burning up the West Coast. You got to know Amy. I was like, I don't know Amy. I don't know Amy.
You're like my favorite thing.
She likes to say things like that.
We went swimming yesterday.
Oh,
Was it yesterday?
It was yesterday.
We went swimming in the ocean.
The ocean beat me like a stepchild.
We both rolled. We both rolled.
Tuck, roll, and jam.
It was awesome. Shout out to Georgia Winfrey for taking
Georgia,
care of us.
yes, because otherwise I don't think I'd be here.
I know, we were both like headed for the rocks. It was pretty good.
It was awesome. A little
It'd
girl.
be a drink. Amy and Gino on the rocks.
I could go for that.
Yeah, that'd be delicious. But
It would be delicious.
Little spicy, little
Oh
sweet.
yeah, gotta have a little fight, little kick. You know, little kick.
The soul.
A lot of soul. This girl got a lot of soul. Where do you get your soul from?
Well, we were just talking about it. My greatest teacher was Aretha.
Aretha Franklin. Who did she not teach?
I know.
You know?
Madonna.
Madonna, I love you. I didn't know that was you, to tell you the truth.
We say shout out to Madonna.
Shout out, big shout out.
Yeah. We are not ashamed.
So, did you go to Baptist church? Were you...
I'm Jewish. Steinberg.
I know
Miss
what
Walker.
the name is. But look, people think I went to Baptist. I was raised Catholic.
Yeah, because of the soul.
Yeah.
Because, I feel like I grew up in a house where...
Oh, you didn't go to church?
No, I went to temple and I was bat mitzvah, but my
Yeah.
mother bred me on Dionne Warwick. I was brought
That
up
was
on
the real
soul.
church you went to.
Yeah, I was brought up on like Meatloaf. You know Meatloaf? Are you a fan?
I know. You're talking about the performer. performing Meatloaf.
Yes.
Yeah, I know Meatloaf. Of course,
Well,
I know
he's got
Meatloaf.
so much soul, and
Meatloaf's interesting
I mean,
character.
you know, like a bat out of hell, we going, right?
See what I'm saying? Just right off the cuff.
I mean, that's what I was bred on, was this gutsy. Bette Midler has her soul,
Yes, she
her
does.
form of soul. Grace Jones, like that
oh,
was
Grace
brought up
is a
on an
beast.
interesting disco.
Yeah.
You know, I
That
was
was
brought up
Donna
on a
Summers.
lot of soulful music. Music was in our house. There was always music blasting in our house, and musical theater. So the combo of those two things is what gave me the soul. And then, like I said, I swear I don't know how I discovered that record, that Aretha Franklin. If you don't have it, you must have it. It's the Aretha Franklin gospel record, and she was young. She was really young, and she does that. You Got a Friend, Precious Lord.
Yeah.
And I listened to that over. I'd be on the road traveling from coffee house to coffee house to coffee house, and I would listen to that just over and over and over again. And Ani DeFranco. Those are my two greatest teachers.
I do not.
She's a wonderful songwriter, amazing independent artist. I grew out of her energy because it's so like political and sort of. We do. It's just not. You know what I mean. I moved toward. I just moved more toward the spiritual, and now I'm listening to Gina Walker and Karen Drucker, and Garland Floyd, Laura Berman. Our people.
Daniel Naiman.
Our
Ricky
our
Byers,
people.
my sister.
Ricky. I mean, greatest.
Oh my God.
Our Aretha in this movement.
It is. You know what? She really is.
She's our
for what she's done.
New Thought
she is for what she's done.
The godmother, is that?
Who
wants to be godmother or grandmother? That's not good. The mother, the queen of New Thought.
The queen of New Thought, yeah, but we can't
Ricky,
give her
we
that.
don't know what.
Yeah, but we love you. Now, you said you did
do you know I had a moment with her? Do you want to hear my Ricky Byers moment?
Okay, let's have it.
So I've played at Agape maybe 3 times now.
Okay.
And they invited me to play Revelations.
Oh, beautiful.
In DC a couple years ago.
Beautiful.
So, she's so calm and centered. You know me, I'm like, so I'm practicing, and I'm practicing my song, and I'm just like, I'm just all me, all brash and big. And she comes up to me and she goes, I'm gonna do it to the camera so you can fully experience it. She goes, I know you bad. I know you bad. I know you bad, but what's here? It was like master teacher, I was like, sensei.
Yeah.
And then I found a way to sing from here a little more.
Yeah.
As opposed to the blah da 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 da.
Well,
and she taught me a lot in that moment. I know you bad.
She's amazing with that, because I worked with Ricky for a while when I was at Agape, and when singers would come to audition, I'd be like, "Ooh, they rocking it, they doing it."
Yeah.
And Ricky would be like, "Thank you very much. It was very nice."
She's looking for this.
And
right?
she was like, she said, people come here to be fed.
Mm-hmm.
She needed the consciousness along with the runs and the this and the that. And I was at that time still very much into the runs and the this and the that.
Right.
And she would say, when you recognize who you are, you're going to realize how bad you are.
Yeah.
She said, I hope I'm around to see it.
Yeah. Wow, and she is. She is.
Yeah, I adore her.
Who you are.
Yeah, I do. But this about you, not about Ricky. We love you.
But that was such a teaching moment to make me become even more me. Was I know that you have that. You have the it. Mm-hmm. That's not the question. But where are you coming from, and how can you be authentic and let people in and let people feel what you're saying? And
that's awesome.
Yeah,
that
it did, and it was interesting because a lot of times things like that, like another great teacher taught me something else. A little bit less lovingly, and that stuck with me. But I won't go into those details. Right. I'm not going to shit talk anyone. I said shit. Can I say shit?
It's okay. I can always edit. Edit.
But it was interesting because it was one of those moments where I could have gone back to my room and cried, but I didn't feel that because it came from a place for her, I think, of complete and total love in a way, or
and
just
appreciation
teaching teaching me you're here, you're on this path, you're in this world, and we need you to just get from the heart, get from the soul, get from what are you doing?
That's a beautiful gift.
It was huge.
That's a beautiful gift because you know, when you deliver a song, you are embodying people to come and live. That they live in me while I'm singing that song. And we're sharing this moment.
Absolutely.
And the singers, I've met some singers that are amazing, but they cut the world out.
Right. There's a lot of eye closing.
And no can look at you or just, it's just like, what are you doing? Yeah. And after one song of that, I'm like, okay. I'm good.
I'm good.
Yeah,
I can turn to the record.
Yeah.
Why be there live? Right.
Exactly.
Why be there live?
Exactly.
You're not going to be
present. Present. So did you know as a little Amy that you were going to sing? Did little Amy want to sing?
Well, I love thinking about that because I did. I wanted to sing from so young, but I was a piano player. I was classically trained on the piano, and my sister was a singer.
And I've never heard you play the piano.
Because I'm spoiled at Universal Spirit.
I've never heard you play the piano.
I am spoiled at Universal Spirit Center. We have a pianist there, so I get to just sing, and that's been the greatest gift of this job at Universal Spirit Center, because at my old center I played piano and sang, and everywhere I've been music director I've always played piano and sang.
Of course.
I'll play for you.
I would love that. She told me she would play for me. I'm thinking, I ain't never heard her play.
I play piano and guitar.
I've never heard her play. I'm not.
You don't know. So, but my sister was the singer and I was the piano player, and I just wanted to be, she's my big sister, so I wanted to be like her. But I always thought I had a voice, and I got a lot of the you're too loud, you're off pitch, quiet down, you're the piano player. And so now part of my mission as an artist is I've created a class called Creative Expression, which encourages people who were ever told that they couldn't sing that in fact they can, because the only people that can't sing, and I still believe they can even sing, are folks who are tone deaf, which does exist.
It does.
That does exist. It does. But
they sing
it's
differently.
Very rare.
Yeah.
It's rare. Even if somebody has some tonal problems, I can play with it.
I love it.
I've had people in class that were on that edge of tone deaf, and we just spoke it on the beat, or because singing, everybody sings. Everybody sings, and I think anybody who is ever discouraged from singing, that is a sin, that is a shame. It's because it's connected to something.
It's connected to everything. It's an expression of who you are,
and it's like our DNA. It's the first thing that we connected with as tribes was singing and beating on things, and music and chanting, and so if somebody says you stop that, it's like you're not a part of the tribe.
You shut the voice down.
Yeah, you're not a part of, and it goes deep.
It does. It definitely does. I was dating a guy that I would sing along a little time in the car, and he said, just because you sing, you don't have to sing along with the song. And I stopped singing.
And you said, deuces.
No, I kept saying him. I stopped singing. Wow. I stopped singing. And I didn't realize for a long time why I would not sing in the car.
It was that.
That was there, yeah. And I had to call him and say, you know what?
Isn't that weird that we remember those that shut us down? But the millions of people that said, Amy, sing, I don't remember those people.
I can't call nobody.
You know what I think it is, and I remember hearing this recently, was that another thing that's in our DNA as human beings, to survive, we looked for what was wrong, so we wouldn't get, we looked for the bear, or the sun,
tiger,
the tiger, or the sun going down. We were looking for what was wrong, so we still, somewhere in us, hold on to the wrong. That's why New Thought is so important, to try to latch on to the good and find the good and train our brains
deprogram.
From that
new paradigm.
It's a new
paradigm,
because we don't have to run from the tiger.
We don't have to run from the tiger.
Most people. We're not personally.
Sometimes I run from the tiger.
I'll bet you do.
But I look back.
Is that what his name was?
But you know what? And I'm it.
Amen.
I'm running for me.
That's deep.
Yeah. I mean, we both have been in this teaching long enough to know the work that it takes.
I just had 2 days of just lazy. I could have treated myself out of it. I could have treated myself out of the blue.
For those of you that may not know, are you a practitioner? Are you a licensed practitioner?
No, I'm on the
path.
I'm
a practitioner.
But the minute you become on the, did this happen to you? I just decided to get on the path, and now I'm just getting it from all ends. Inside, outside.
Yeah, it does.
Is that what happens?
I'm not a licensed practitioner. Let me make that clear. But anybody can. Yes,
I am a practitioner.
I'm
not licensed.
You're right.
Absolutely.
We both are practitioners.
We're music ministers.
And
Come on.
you know, exactly.
We're healers.
But the work that we do to be able, because the music that's presented, and when going back to Miss Ricky Byers Beckwith, when she helped me understand that the reason the music is so on fire, and there were people sometimes that she would hire that I'd be like, that is so not good.
But she would still see that.
She saw the consciousness, and that Sunday it would never fail. The congregation was fed.
Yeah,
they were fed. Mm-hmm. They were fed, filled up, overflowing. You know, and so traveling, as we both have very much been traveling artists. You know, people ask, how do they do it? How do they do it? And I was like, she's about the consciousness. She's about the work. It must come through the music. Mm-hmm. It just can't be feel good.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
There has to be an essence, a portal that is coming through, and you're that portal.
Yeah. I think that every artist is different.
Right.
And some people make one record their whole life.
Right.
Just like what they say, one masterpiece, there's one movie, and then some people like Woody Allen are making a movie every year.
Right. Right.
Sorry to say Woody Allen.
Exactly.
People are going to be mad about Woody
No,
Allen.
I'm not. But I'm clear that I don't participate with Woody Allen.
I get it. I'm really torn because I love his movies.
And I don't, because I'm not present in his movies.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a whole nother topic.
We're going to talk about movies another time.
It is part of, I think, the old paradigm of consciousness is being birthed through.
Yeah.
So it's no fluke that he would come up.
It's really hard for me sometimes to separate an artist from their art. And at the same time, it's like, if I found out that Dali, molested little boys, would I still appreciate his paintings? Of course I would. He's a freaking genius, Sorry, this is really dark.
No,
cut this out.
It's kind of like I'm a huge sports fan.
Exactly. No, that's perfect. Because me and you both. I love football, and I know it causes brain damage. And how am I supposed to love something that causes harm?
But they do make a choice. They make a choice, and they're doing things to help. Now that the secret's
they're making bigger,
they're doing
guidelines and
bigger strides to they have a new helmet this year and new helmet rules and all that stuff. But we all have stuff. Tiger Woods. I love Tiger Woods, and there were so many women that were upset with me that you're still gonna root for him.
I know.
I wasn't married to him.
I know.
So, there are things, and then there are people who, well, you'll stand for anything. I'm not saying that.
Right.
But we can't hold one person accountable and not all.
I know. So, I know, it's tough.
It is.
It's a moral conundrum, but so anyway, back to the music. I think that every artist is different, and for me, every 2 years at the most, I try not to make it 2 years between CDs, and I think it's because I really like to see. I love the idea of a collection of music and a story and a beginning, middle, and end. And originally the CD was going to be called So Rich because I feel like this year has been very rich. It's been, and by rich I mean up, down, in between, deep, lots of pain, lots of joy, entire change, transformation, moving out to California, life, right?
Yeah,
it's been very rich.
Yeah.
But Shine Be Glorious, when we started working on that track, it just felt, it's this worship song that I wrote that's very, one of the things that I often talk about in New Thought is that we lack praise. And that's why I love Ricky, because she's got that element of praise.
She does.
And a lot of New Thought artists, because we recognize that we are one with Spirit, we forget that we can still praise Spirit. So Shine Be Glorious is a praise song. It's saying, let me be a vessel of love. I'm really excited about it. And I thought, this is what this record's about. It's a very praisey album, which, of course, I'm, entering these maybe ministerial path studies. And, of course, I'm like, I just want to be a dirty stand-up comedian. I don't even want to talk about God anymore.
Well, that's all you're talking about.
That's all I'm talking about. Is God.
And it hits you like that.
Was that your experience? With when you decided to go full Spirit? I know you still do other things too.
Absolutely. I think everything is spirit.
Right.
For me, everything is spirit.
True.
I don't care what I'm doing. I think everything is spirit. And for me, even as a kid, my journey of understanding God was just different because I was raised Catholic, and a lot of people think I was raised Baptist. I was not.
I just think that's so interesting.
My grandmother was
Catholic.
Baptist.
Where were you from?
St. Louis, Missouri, Midwest. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
My mother Marys and all that.
Oh yeah.
And the confession.
Oh
and
my
all that.
God. Yes.
And was it a good experience?
Well, I was
Like, are you a
grade school,
recovering
high
Catholic,
school.
would they
No,
say?
no.
So it wasn't
no, because to me it was a journey. I didn't agree with it, and
you were telling me about your.
I didn't agree with everything.
Suspended?
I got suspended a lot. I stole the body of Christ when I was in grade school, and I was blessing kids out in the playground. Bless you, shall you have.
And why couldn't you? Why couldn't everybody do that?
I couldn't be an altar girl, and so I got mad, and I broke into the rectory, and I stole the body of Christ. Literally. And Sister Lucretia almost caught me. I had to
You said Sister Lucretia.
That was my 4th grade teacher. I'll never forget her. She wore full habit. I don't care if it was 90 degrees or 15 degrees. Full habit. Sister Lucretia. She was no joke. She was a tough cookie.
Did you get smacked with the wooden thing?
Yeah, I did.
All that?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That's
I went into the cloakroom many times.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I was a very vibrant child as a kid.
Can't imagine.
Wait, now you have an older sister.
Yes.
So, who's more of the take the lead and?
I think I'm that middle child where I'm like, look at me, clown, la la la, look at me. But she's a rabbi and a speaker and a singer.
Really?
And she's brilliant. She's my idol, you know. And then I have a younger brother too, who's incredible, who's a lawyer with 3 kids and incredible wife, and so I've got some great siblings. Really, really proud of both of them.
And where are they located?
Right now, my brother's in Gainesville, Florida, and my sister is between Tucson and Florida because she's building a treatment center for young men and heroin opiates.
Oh wow!
Because
that's
it's
beautiful.
an epidemic. Yeah. So
that's
her passion is.
That's beautiful. Give back.
Yeah, that's her passion is to heal that.
So now, do you follow the Jewish traditions for holidays?
I don't so much. Like I have a menorah, I'll light that for Hanukkah, and I'll go home. But I don't fast. I consider myself a religious scientist.
Okay.
But I think being Jewish is cultural. It's not just religious, and I'm definitely a cultural Jew. I feel
like you just can't be Jewish on a holiday.
Yeah, it's not really that kind
I
of
can't
thing.
just be black on Monday and Wednesday.
I feel like my Judaism, right? Exactly.
Yeah.
I feel like it's very much in my DNA.
Of course.
And I think the DNA of the Jewish people is the struggle, the survival, so it's like I'm always like, "Oy!" I can't help it. So that's why I think me and Laura Berman have this idea of new thought, Jew thought. Oy vey, no way. We believe
hilarious.
in spirit today. So, I think New Thought is so important for people, I think, that are Jewish. And why people who are Jewish, I think, are drawn to New Thought is because it speaks to that. I'm suffering, I'm a victim, there's something wrong. I'm having a pain. What is this pain? I don't know. I was an old woman, I was an old man, I don't know.
Agape had, at one time, the largest Jewish community.
It makes absolute sense.
And they did a whole big magazine story on it, and everything was amazing.
Perfect sense.
And also with the metaphysical churches or centers, they're not churches, they're centers, along with unity, they're open to everyone.
Absolutely.
It is another avenue, another tool to utilize your path. But, you don't have to give up that which you feel drawn to.
Exactly.
And, maybe what you were raised with. I didn't have a connection with Catholic. I didn't, the confession.
You know what I like about the Catholic stuff? Is all the saints you can call them. The specific saints. There's a parking saint. There's a parking space saint. Find something about Saint Anthony. I wrote a song called Saint Anthony.
Really?
I said, Saint Anthony has been blatantly ignoring me. See, I lost myself. and I'm trying something like that. It's a clever song.
Well, she's very clever. You're very clever.
That was before I found New Thought. I wrote St. Anthony.
Now, when did you find New?
I
mean, were you looking?
Oh my God! I was dragged. Kicking and screaming. I was playing coffee house in North Carolina, and my friend Elle wandered into a coffee house I was playing. She said, "You need to come play my church." I said, "I will never play a church. My name is Amy Steinberg.
That's not how I roll.
That's not how I roll." And then she said, "But I can get you a gig for $100." I said, "I'll be there." So it was crazy because the first time I played a center, I got a standing ovation, and there were people listening. I had been playing these conscious songs in bars, and nobody got it. Nobody was looking for it. Nobody was listening for it. So I would write these filthy songs to get people to listen, then I'd sing my spiritual songs. Because the truth is the truth. Yeah.
Yes, it is.
And so I was singing the truth, not knowing there was a whole community of truth seekers. And I was like, and so this goes out to anybody who's watching by accident or has stumbled upon this through my page or Gino's page.
Yeah.
If you think that you know the truth and you want people around you, find that unity or that center for spiritual living, church or center in your neighborhood. Don't be afraid, because I was like,
did you think it was a cult?
I thought it was, oh my God, and so it is. I was like, no, it isn't. I was like, and so it is not. It is not. And I'm a 12-stepper. Okay. I don't know if I've told you that. I'm 16 years clean
Beautiful.
sober. And it's a wonderful community too, but it's the same thing like chanting, we are chanting. You know what I mean? It's like, our Father. I'm like, no, my father, Herman. Like my father's name was Herman. But, it's like the chanting and it was a little freaky to me at first because I'm such an individual. But I think what's so beautiful about New Thought is that it encourages our individualism and at the same time creates a space to connect with people on a very deep level. I mean, it's so awesome.
Well, I have to say, for me, there's this real scientific.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I'm really starting to get real deep in the science with it, recognizing that science and spirituality, there's only one. And so
I just hate that Scientology is named that, because it really screws us.
Well,
when I say religious science, people think Scientology? Like, no!
You gotta go on the road.
I really do. No, people think that we're like kind of twins, and I feel like that's the highest compliment.
That's an awesome compliment for both of us. How beautiful is that? Because she is amazing. You're absolutely amazing.
You spot it, you got it.
Hey! Ooh, ooh. Ooh, ooh.
You spot it, you got it.
Before I disappear into the dark here.
Okay, yeah, because that's right, the sun is setting.
The sun
I'll
is
give
setting.
You some
Look,
light.
please, yeah. Oh, there we go.
Shine my freckles on you.
Now, I love your hair. How did you design
Oh my God, my hair.
Yeah.
For years I had this big curly hair. Curly hair. And that was my main. It was how I felt beautiful. It was my identity.
Wow. Isn't that something?
And then I got my heart broken, where I broke up with my partner, my boyfriend at the time, and I'm gonna cut my hair off. I was sitting at a table with a gay, because gay men have always been largely effective in my life, and he's like, I think you would look good with a short haircut, and I was like, do it! So he cut my hair off, and I cried for 2 days. I didn't leave the house. I was like, what is the point of life? I'm so ugly.
Oh,
I know. Now I'm like, my face is free. Like,
yes, it is.
But it takes a minute. And because look at you, just, right?
Yeah,
you just did that, right?
I go back and forth, because I love my girls. Girls equal wigs for me.
See,
and I wear wigs on stage.
Why can't white girls get away with wigs?
They can.
No. Please. If I came out in a wig, people would be like, Amy, no. No.
You got to get the right wig. And I mean... There was a man that said, oh my God, I saw your hair was out to here, and you cut it off.
You had an afro the last time I saw you, and it was so sexy. It was so sexy. But I love this too.
This is my hair.
Yes,
this is Kunta Kinte nappy red.
It's gorgeous. It's gorgeous. But you can really see your face. My point is, like, at first when you take the hair off or you cut it off, it's like, oh my God, I'm exposed.
Yes.
Like I could see my hook nose and my,
I mean,
you can always see my nose. You can always see my nose and my hair. But I think I think my hair is balancing out my thighs.
I think you need to say that louder. This is
you think your hair is balancing out your thighs.
I love that. Not. That's it. I've got to grow some more hair so I can get that balance going on down.
No, because, and that's the thing too, is that you want to be the goddess anyway. So it's the small head, the big
bam.
You are a goddess.
Bam!
Bam! Bam! Wham! Bam! Bam! Bam!
So you've been here a year. You're musical director
yes.
for Universal Spiritual Center.
Yes.
And you guys are in the midst of moving.
We are right now currently meeting in a movie theater, which is you were there. I mean, it's really, we transform the place. We put the candles up and we put the screen up and we bring the energy, and it's gotten to the point now where it's home for right now, and it shows you that you can be at home anywhere. But we just did a capital campaign and we raised over $800,000.
That's awesome.
Within our community.
That's
and
awesome.
So we're looking for a place. Now San Diego, the challenge with San Diego is parking. So we're really trying to find
parking?
We need 100 parking spaces to make
easily.
it viable.
Yeah.
So right now we're just waiting. We're waiting for Spirit to unfold that next step, and it's great. I mean, I love the job, and I also miss the road a little bit. And so this weekend I'll be at Seaside, which I'm excited about, and I'm playing Seal Beach. Have you played Seal Beach with Nicole?
I have not played Seal Beach.
Okay, Seal Beach. You need to have Miss Gina Walker.
Oh, come on now.
I'm doing a concert there Friday night, which
I
haven't done a concert in a while, and then I'm going to see Gina Walker on Saturday night. Which everybody's like, "Are you going to sing together?" And I'm like, we didn't plan anything, but maybe
she didn't
we'll
want
do
to sing with
something.
me. But this won't be aired by then. Yeah, and I get it, because if you could,
oh my God, if I could sit and watch,
it's nice to be able to just
and it's a master class for me.
Just like
sometimes you see people. It's not that often. I won't say it's rare because that might hurt some feelings. It's not that often that I see somebody that I want to learn from. So when I watch you, I'm learning how you connect, how you go in and out, where you're inflecting, how you're directing the band, how you're living on the stage.
Well,
And if I'm on the stage with you, I can't see that. So I like to watch.
She's absolutely amazing. I know that.
Look at these names. They're so amazing.
And they're real.
Look at them.
They're real. Look how beautiful.
Barbara Streisand hands. Look at them. They're like they get smaller at the top. You see, they're like. It's like Barbara's hands.
We're crazy. So, being a musical director,
okay.
How did you get the call for that?
I was dragged to that center for the first time. And Christy Snow.
Thank you guys.
Yes.
Thank you for blessing us with this amazing.
Erickson dragged me to the center, and Christy Snow was the minister. You know Christy.
Oh, I do know Christy.
Shout out, big
What's
shout
up,
out. Christy Snow and Renee LaBoa. They were co-ministers, and they sang, and they did, and I got both of their CDs when I left that one performance, and I listened to her. Oh my gosh, I listened to her CD ad nauseum. I Sing My Love, Christy Snow, one of the best New Thought CDs there is. And I listened to that, and I was moving down to Florida from North Carolina at the time. I was moving home, and I found a center, and I walked into that center, and I said, "Do you have a choir?" Reverend Barbara Lundy.
Okay.
Love you, Barbara. She said, "No." I said, "You do now."
Oh.
And she said, "Okay."
Really?
And she proceeded to be the first gift in my life where anything I thought, she would say yes. I would say, "Barbara, can I do a concert?" She would say, "Yes." I would say, "Can I do a choir?" She would say, "Yes." I would say, "Can I do an art show?" She would say, "Yes." And I learned the power of yes. One thing led to another. I got to play as Silmar. I started sending out, meeting all these artists, Lisa and Etika, and Ricky and Gary Lynn Floyd and Laura and you and all these, Amy Bishop,
Karen
Drucker. Karen Drucker. I mean, I'm still kind of, I don't act myself around her.
With Karen Drucker?
Yes. I'm like starstruck. I act like a fool. I'm like, "Hey, Karen," and then I say something stupid. I'm like, and then and I've even had a session. I've had 2 sessions with her,
really? And
I'm still like I just.
She's so funny. The first time I met Karen and David were doing a Silmar.
Oh, David Alt?
Yeah, David Alt.
I'm a fool around him. I cannot act myself.
And they were like, because I was supposed to come in and do one day, and they were like, "Oh no, you can't leave. No, you can't leave." So we're on the stage, and I'm singing, and Karen is just staring at me. And I was like, "Did I do something wrong?" She said, "When I die, I want to come back and be a black woman that sings just like you." And I love that little red head. Her and David.
Sweetheart.
They
Both
were really
of them,
wonderful.
I'm a dork. I'm like a nerd. I'm like
They're
starstruck.
beautiful.
I'm like, hey, hey.
I did what,
and then I say something dumb, like I'm like, wow, what did I just say? And they just think I'm foolish. They just think but you know who I worship, who I did become friends with, who I got over that was Jana Stanfield. Do you know Jana?
Oh, you know what? I know of her, and she's done some amazing work. I mean, because she brought it out into the corporate world.
Yeah,
and
she does the keynotes.
Yeah, and which is I would love
so
to.
smart.
I want to do that.
Yeah, connect with Jana.
Yeah.
Jana, I love you. I hope you watch this to see the love I have for you. And I co-wrote with her.
Oh, how
I
awesome
co-wrote
is
with
that?
her. Yes, and it was so easy, and she's brilliant. So I don't know. I think Karen. The rumor about Karen is that she's an introvert. But I think I'm just a dork around her. But Jana is very she's just very this welcoming,
And everybody's not, everybody's
not social.
Yeah, can't do that.
Well, and people are always pulling at Karen, I think.
Yeah, because she's one
energetically.
Of the, yeah,
is she the godmother?
No, Ricky would definitely.
Ricky and then Karen are the lesbo couple at the top. What? See, that's the stupid thing I would say to make Karen go, Amy. See?
I just think it's funny.
Thank you. Well, you know I'm not.
Because we know
I get in trouble for joking.
All the time. Yeah, so have I, and it's okay. What is life without laughter?
I don't know. Worthless.
Totally.
Worthless.
Totally. So, let us wrap this up.
Okay.
If there was something that you had to say, because I wanted to mention this, you have a teen suicide play that you're working on, so your heart is really open to
theater and
yes. If there was something that you wanted to say out there to a young artist or to people,
it's just if I had one thing to say, it would be create. Create, because when I'm creating something good, whether it's artistic, and good meaning anything.
Yeah, what's an energy? Your heart's open.
And outside of myself, if I'm creating even an art piece, music piece, anything, an idea, a podcast, you're creating. When I'm creating, I am in touch and I am happy with my divine self. And if I'm not creating, I'm still creating. We know that.
Yeah.
And I'm creating all that old paradigm. Because that's my default. The default is something's wrong.
Yeah.
The default is run from the bear, run from the tiger. So I have got to keep myself, you see over there is my beads, I'm beading, I'm painting.
Yes.
I have to keep moving. And then the other thing I would say is put down the bat, pick up the feather when you can't find the energy to create. Because sometimes, especially as a young artist, you work so hard. I work so hard on booking or planning or writing, and then there's just that week or 2 days or whatever. I just need Netflix binge, where I just need to check out and get low and get down in it and feel the shadow. And they say the bigger the shadow, the brighter the light. And don't be afraid of that. And I let that myself stew in all of it. Because it's just, I don't know what I said. I don't have anything to tell anybody. I have no advice.
Live your life. I love create.
Create.
Because we all are creating.
I like that.
Yeah, that's a song.
Create. It is?
Yeah.
How does it go?
It's in the making. It's in the making.
Create.
So let's sing our song out.
Okay. So rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich we are. So rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich, so rich we are. So filthy, stinking rich.
I love it. Thank you for joining me, and thank you for sharing this time with Amy. I will have all of her information, the links below. Remember, we are one. We hold a vision. We're creating our here and now. Just you and me.
That's right.
Just you and me. I'll see you next week on Pass the Mic.